And yet, beloved, joy is not found in the abundance of another. Joy is found when you cherish the little you have and nurture it into more. When you are grateful for your own journey, you water the soil of your soul. But when you live in comparison, you starve your spirit and leave it barren. The truth is this: no one is walking the same road you are walking. No one has carried the same burdens, cried the same tears, fought the same battles. And no one can ever wear the crown that was made for you. So why measure your steps against theirs? Why look over your shoulder when the finish line before you is not theirs but yours? Comparison thrives on distraction. It keeps your eyes on others so you never see yourself clearly. It convinces you that you must catch up, but catch up to what? To whom? To a race that was never yours to run. And as long as you chase shadows, you will never find peace. But when you turn inward, when you remember that your life is your own, you reclaim your freedom. You begin to celebrate small beginnings without shame. You begin to honor progress, even when it is slow. You begin to understand that peace is not found in winning against another. It is found in mastering yourself. I tell you this: the richest people are not those who have the most. They are those who are most content. And contentment cannot coexist with comparison. For the moment you compare, contentment disappears and peace vanishes with it. Imagine the flower again. The rose does not stop blooming because the sunflower is taller. The violet does not shrink because the daisy is brighter. Each flower turns its face to the sun, and in doing so fulfills its purpose. That is all you must do, beloved. Turn toward your own light. Fulfill your own purpose. Do not waste your life measuring petals. Now I do not say this to shame you. Comparison is human. It touches us all. But we must be wise enough to notice it, brave enough to resist it, and strong enough to return to ourselves. When you catch yourself comparing, pause. Take a breath. Ask yourself, what do I have in my hands right now? What blessings are mine? What progress have I made that yesterday I could only dream of? For the moment you shift your gaze from what others hold to what you hold, peace begins to return. Peace is precious. Do not give it away cheaply. Do not trade it for envy, for jealousy, for endless measuring. Protect it the way you would protect a child, a home, a sacred treasure. Because without peace, even the greatest success will feel empty. But with peace, even the smallest step will feel like a triumph. So, beloved, I leave you with this truth: comparison will always come knocking, but you do not have to let it in. You can smile at it, recognize it, and choose to close the door. You can choose instead to focus on your own journey, your own growth, your own joy. And when you do, you will find that the thief loses its power. Your peace is too valuable to surrender. Protect it. Honor it. And remember always, comparison is a thief, but only if you let it steal. Beloved, we have walked together through the shadows of comparison, and we have named it for what it truly is: a thief. A thief of peace, a thief of joy, a thief of gratitude. And now, as we reach the close of this reflection, let us gather the pieces of truth and carry them with us like lanterns to light the way. The first truth is this: you are not behind. How could you be behind when the road you walk was made only for your feet? Behind compared to whom? Behind compared to what? There is no universal clock ticking against your soul. Your timing is your own, divinely designed, and your pace is sacred. The seed planted in you will bloom not a moment too early, not a moment too late, but exactly when it is meant to. The second truth is this: no one else's story can tell your story. Their blessings do not diminish yours. Their success does not erase your potential. Their joy does not cancel your future. The sky does not complain when both the sun and the moon rise in their appointed times. The ocean does not ask the river to slow down, nor does the river envy the ocean's depth. Each creation fulfills its purpose without comparison, and so must you. And the third truth is this: peace is priceless. If you trade it for comparison, you will never rest. You will always chase, always hunger, always feel lacking. But if you protect it, if you hold it close, you will discover that peace can fill your soul in ways success alone never will. For what is achievement without peace? What is wealth without contentment? What is applause without self-acceptance? Let me tell you something important. Your peace is the soil in which your greatness will grow. Without it, every blessing will feel too small. With it, even the smallest blessing will feel like abundance. Do not allow comparison to strip you of that gift. Protect it as you would protect your very breath. Now, beloved, consider how many years are lost to comparison. How many dreams delayed, how many talents hidden, how many gifts buried, because someone was too busy watching another's life to live their own. Some people spend decades competing with ghosts, trying to outpace friends, siblings, neighbors, strangers on a screen. And when the twilight of their days arrives, they look back and realize they never truly lived. Do not let that be your story. Life is too brief, too sacred, too miraculous to waste in envy. The days you spend comparing are days you cannot get back. The peace you surrender is peace that could have nourished your spirit, healed your wounds, or guided your growth. This is why we must resist. This is why we must choose ourselves. Choosing yourself does not mean ignoring others. It does not mean you close your eyes to the beauty around you. It means you stop measuring your worth against theirs. It means you learn to admire without envy, to celebrate without bitterness, to appreciate without diminishing yourself. It means you can clap for another's success while still believing in your own. And oh, how powerful you become when you live this way. You become free. Free to take joy in the victories of others without feeling small. Free to walk at your own pace without apology. Free to shine in your own light without fear that someone else's glow will dim yours. This freedom is peace, and peace is the greatest wealth you will ever carry. Beloved, the world is waiting for your contribution, your voice, your vision. Not the borrowed version, not the diluted imitation, but the real you. And the real you cannot rise while trapped in comparison. The real you cannot sing while drowned out by envy. The real you cannot bloom while staring at someone else's garden. If you want to live fully, you must reclaim your attention. You must fix your gaze on your own path. Think of it this way: a candle loses nothing by lighting another. Your neighbor's light cannot extinguish yours. If anything, both lights together brighten the world. So why waste time comparing flames, when the purpose was always to shine? As we close, I want you to imagine a life without comparison. Imagine waking up each day grateful for your own breath, your own body, your own story. Imagine moving at your own rhythm, joyful not because you have everything someone else has, but because you have everything you need for this moment. Imagine celebrating others without envy, because their victories remind you of what is possible. Imagine resting in peace, not because life is perfect, but because you have chosen not to measure it against another. That life, beloved, is possible. It is not a dream. It is a choice. And the choice begins with you. So let today be the day you stop giving away your peace. Now imagine another woman with the same gift. She too worries, but instead of listening, she acts. She submits her poem to a small magazine. Perhaps it is rejected. She writes again. She sends another. She keeps writing, keeps sharing, keeps acting. And one day, her words reach someone who needs them. Her voice spreads. Her gift makes room for her. Not because she was fearless, but because she acted in spite of fear. You see, worry silences the song, but action teaches the song to rise again. And let us be clear, action does not always guarantee immediate success. No, sometimes you will stumble. Sometimes the door will not open on the first knock. Sometimes the dream will resist you before it embraces you. But even then, action teaches you. Action grows you. Action sharpens you. And through it all, the dream becomes stronger. A dream hidden in worry will rot. A dream exercised in action will mature. Consider the great inventions, the powerful speeches, the timeless works of art. None of them came from people who sat and worried forever. They came from men and women who dared to move. People who risked looking foolish. People who risked failure. People who chose action over hesitation. Worry asks 1,000 questions but gives no answers. Action may stumble, but it brings clarity. Worry paralyzes, action mobilizes. Worry is the sound of chains, action is the sound of freedom. You may say, but what if I am afraid? And I will tell you, courage is not the absence of fear. Courage is moving while fear tries to hold your hand. You may shake, you may stumble, you may doubt yourself. But when your feet move, when your hands act, your dream awakens. And when a dream awakens, it does not just bless you, it blesses others. Your courage becomes someone else's hope. Your action becomes someone else's inspiration. Your victory becomes someone else's roadmap. So do not let worry silence your dream any longer. Let your action awaken it. Begin now, not tomorrow, not someday. For someday is where dreams go to die. Today is your trumpet, today is your step. Today is your chance to say, no more waiting, no more worrying. My dream deserves to live. When you worry, you magnify fear. You water it, feed it, and watch it grow taller than you. But when you shift your eyes to gratitude, fear begins to shrink. Gratitude is not blind. It does not deny hardship. But gratitude says, yes, there are problems, but look at the blessings. Yes, there is pain, but look at the lessons. Yes, the road is long, but look how far I have already come. The spirit that counts blessings cannot be drowned by worry. Gratitude is a shield. It keeps you safe from the poison of fear. When you are thankful, your energy multiplies. Your courage increases. Your mind opens to possibilities. Gratitude does not just change your mood. It changes your future. Worry is a rehearsal for failure. You imagine every mistake, every rejection, every door closed in your face. You prepare yourself so thoroughly for defeat that when opportunity arrives, you do not recognize it. But hope rehearses victory. Hope paints pictures of success in your mind. Hope teaches your heart to expect good things, to look for open doors, to believe in the possibility of light even when you are standing in the dark. The one who hopes walks differently, speaks differently, and acts differently. And because of this, life bends toward them. Stop rehearsing defeat, begin rehearsing victory. For what you expect, you begin to attract. Beloved, we have walked together through the valleys of fear, through the heavy fog of doubt, through the quiet prisons of worry. And perhaps as you listened, you felt something stir inside of you. A small whisper, a spark, a reminder of who you truly are. For you were not born to be a captive of worry. You were not born to sit in silence while your dreams decay. You were not born to bow your head beneath the weight of what-ifs and maybes. No. You were born with wings. You were born with strength. You were born with the sacred right to rise, to win, to shine. Worry has convinced too many souls that safety is better than freedom, that silence is better than song, that waiting is wiser than moving. But safety without freedom is another kind of prison. Silence without song is another kind of death. Waiting without moving is another way of saying goodbye to life before it is over. You must understand worry will always knock at your door. It will come in the morning, whispering as you brush your teeth. What if today is the day you fail? It will come at night as you try to rest, replaying every mistake you have ever made. Worry is persistent, it is loud, it is clever, but you are stronger, for within you lives something worry can never steal: the power to choose. You may not control every storm, but you control how you walk through it. You may not silence every critic, but you control whether their voices drown your own. You may not erase every problem, but you can decide whether you meet it with trembling fear or steady courage. Winning is not a trophy on a shelf. Winning is not applause from the crowd. Winning is the daily decision to rise above the grip of worry and step into the fullness of your life. Winning looks like choosing gratitude when fear wants you to complain. Winning looks like taking the first step when your knees are shaking. Winning looks like trusting yourself when doubt tries to choke your voice. Winning looks like refusing to let your dream go to the graveyard of hesitation. Yes, beloved, winning is not about never falling. It is about rising every single time. It is about saying, worry, you may have visited me, but you will not live in me. Fear, you may have knocked, but I will not set a chair for you at my table. Doubt, you may have spoken, but your voice will not write my story. I tell you this truth: The world has been waiting for your courage. Someone is waiting for your song. Someone is waiting for your invention. Someone is waiting for your smile, your business, your book, your kindness, your leadership, your wisdom. And if you allow worry to silence you, the world will miss the gift only you can give. But when you rise, even trembling, even unsure, even imperfect, you awaken more than just your dream. You awaken hope in others. You become living proof that it is possible to live beyond worry, to walk beyond fear, to breathe beyond doubt. Do not think your small steps are insignificant. Do not think your quiet courage is unseen. Every time you choose action over worry, you shift the balance of your life. You move closer to the destiny written for you before you were born. And understand this: winning does not come in one grand leap. It comes in steady steps, in daily choices, in constant courage. Worry will come again tomorrow, yes, but so will your power to act. And each time you act, each time you rise, you prove that victory is not a moment. It is a way of living. So lift your head, beloved, straighten your back, take a deep breath, and let this truth settle in your spirit. You are greater than your worry. You are stronger than your fear. Do not wait for perfect timing. Do not wait for everyone to agree with you. Do not wait for worry to disappear. The crown of winning will not come to those who worried their lives away. It will rest upon the heads of those who dared to act, who dared to rise, who dared to keep moving forward when worry told them to stay still. So today I leave you with this final word: stop worrying. Start winning. Not tomorrow, not someday, but today, because today is the only day you truly have, and today is enough to begin.